Listen to that.
Many people dream of witnessing a tornado from a safe distance. And if that day arrives, it's often not what they imagined it would be. Dramatic images of well-lit cylinders, cones, and ropes rise above the white noise of more typical rain-wrapped, weak-contrast, ill-defined tornadoes. In 2015, I witnessed 31 tornadoes. Of those, few, if any, were photogenic. In over 2 decades of storm chasing, I never dreamed I'd ever see a year like 2016.
Yeah, way too close.
RFD cleared out. Now we can kind of see this sucker. There she is. Look at that.
My first and only tornado of April manifested itself as a misty carousel of suction vortices.
Tornado shelter there in this field.
Thank you.
Though producing well below average tornadoes for the month, April well overcompensated with another striking phenomenon. A good hailstorm can leave you with some bad karma. After a small offering to Juan and a 45-minute penance in his waiting room, you'll be good to go again. On May 9th, 34 tornadoes were reported, this being one of the 2 strongest rated tornadoes of the year.
Big hail coming.
This EF4 was responsible for 1 death and the destruction of several homes. Along with extensive ground scouring and severe tree damage, some vehicles were thrown and mangled beyond recognition.
Listen to that sucker. Listen to that.
There it is. Massive. Here we go.
The second tornado from this storm grew to over a mile wide. Unanchored homes, mobile homes, and outbuildings were leveled or completely swept away. A large metal storage garage would be swept away and the vehicles inside it thrown up to 280 yards. A young man who was taking shelter in his home's most interior room had his entire house around him violently demolished. Only the 2 walls and toilet he was clinging to would remain. He would walk away without a scratch. When they say you can't keep a good man from his work, I doubt they factored in tornadoes. Look closely and you'll see a farmer and a tornado turning in for the day.
I hear you, Cal. I see it, Cal. Don't worry, it's not going to suck you up. Yet. Thank you, Mr. Tornado. It's been a pleasure. That monster funnel cloud up there. It's horizontal.
Early forecasts on May 21st suggested tornadoes were unlikely to be in the picture, but in May, tornadoes seemed to find a way to make the scene.
There it is. Tornado on the ground. There she is. Awesome.
3 small tornadoes would touch down, but as it turned out, the showstopper was the mesocyclone.
See suction vortices on the ground.
After staying up for the late night light show, I was late for the next day's round of tornadoes. However, just in time to capture a rare close strike of bead lightning. Bead lightning or chain lightning is the decaying stage of a lightning channel where its luminosity breaks up into segments. For the first couple hours, this supercell lacked the ingredients to drop tornadoes, so after the lights went out, I decided to abandon my post and check out the lightning activity. Right after turning my back on it, the storm produced a large night wedge. 2 days in a row now, I missed the tornado show by only moments. Days of exhausting chasing and little sleep was starting to take its toll. While cutting distance to the following day's target area, I stopped to help a little tiger salamander find his way out of danger. 15 minutes or so later, my left eye felt like it was being gouged out with a rusty spoon. I've handled hundreds of tiger salamanders in my life and had no idea they can secrete poison. Just when you start to think you know a lot, Mother Nature has her ways of correcting your attitude. Little tiger salamander. After 4 hours of pain, I eventually passed out in my car and got a solid 3 hours of sleep. I considered taking a much-needed day off to rest. Glad I didn't.
Oh, there it is. That's what we need to see. It's conception of the gods. It's about as epic as a tornado can get right there. Wow. this is one of the most spectacular storms I've ever seen. This thing's heading right for Dodge City. Might miss town to the west.
Several times throughout this evening, 2 and even 3 tornadoes were on the ground simultaneously. For many veteran chasers, the May 24th Dodge City supercell exceeded wildest dreams. A dozen incredibly photogenic tornadoes moved slowly over good road networks. Though some damage occurred to several homes, there were 0 fatalities reported. After another late night of spectacular lightning, I considered taking the next day off. Glad I didn't.
Drive into the shadow of death, I will try not to fear no evil. Right there.
This EF4 was the other highest rated tornado of 2016. It completely swept away a split-level home and bent railroad tracks horizontally. Numerous vehicles, including a Freightliner truck and a combine harvester, were tossed and mangled beyond recognition. Despite being on the ground for 90 minutes, no fatalities were reported.
These pieces of house is falling down. It means it's hitting something. Free falling through a rainbow, if you can wrap that around your head. Oh, it's making some racket. I got too close. There could be a satellite in all this inflow. Yeah, way too close. That's suckers. Just getting warmed up. I should have known better than this. It's in there. Time to get out of here.
In all, I witnessed 27 tornadoes in 2016, most of which were dramatically photogenic. I get a lot of comments on this channel suggesting that it's extremely courageous to do what I do. I kind of find this ironic because many of the people that are saying this, to me, they are the courageous ones. To them, it might seem brave to drop everything and drive alone all over this beautiful country, getting close to monster tornadoes. To me, there is nothing riskier or scarier than the thought of having and raising a child. To me, parents that make all the sacrifices to raise their children are the courageous ones. After my father died, my mother at times had to work 3 jobs to raise my sister and me, and always found the time to cook us warm meals. That is true sacrifice. That is guts. That is courage. This one goes out to my mom. It's her dedication, sacrifice, hard work, and bravery that got my sister and me where we are today. Thanks for watching, friends. Till next time, happy trails.